We have created a new vision for Poplar in collaboration with Stirk, Harbour and partners and external consultants. Poplar is one of the poorest areas in Tower Hamlets, with the borough itself being one of the 3 highest areas for inequality in the UK. Tower Hamlets identified the site as a key area for intervention. Once marshland, Poplar has lost its touch with its ecological history. By reintroducing marshes, waterways and native tree species, we will connect to existing blue and green routes through the city. This is achieved through rewilding, helping to create nature-based local economies which address climate change and inequality.
Due to the thriving dock industry, the population grew rapidly between 1880 and 1920, with people moving to the area to work in both the East and West India docks. This resulted in crowding and slum conditions.
They're building in Poplar to replace the nearly 10,000 homes destroyed in the Blitz. In the Lansbury neighbourhood, a self-contained community is rising that will feature in the Festival of Britain live architecture exhibition. Poplar is old, its homes cramped and old-fashioned. 1,300 high explosives, 50 V weapons, and 30,000 incendiaries destroyed half the houses in Hitler's attempt to stampede East London. In their place, complete villages will be built with blocks of flats, houses, schools, shopping centres, markets, pubs and parks.
Poplar is home to a diverse community with a rich cultural heritage. However, the built environment is defined by a single-minded approach to urban planning. Dominated by post-war housing, the vast majority of tenures are affordable rent. Private amenity space on ground floors are underutilised, lack character and negatively impact the public realm, providing low-quality space and reducing opportunities for meaningful social interactions. The landscape is dominated by roads and parking. Despite having a high level of green space, it lacks biodiversity and activity.
Crisp Street is a 60s shopping arcade. It has little to no connection to the other streets. There is very little variety outside of Crisp Street. Originating in the 1800s, it played a vital role in East End culture. The market was formalised as part of the Festival of Britain in 1951. With the ongoing challenges of the street, Crisp Street Market today suffers from a lack of maintenance and activity. However, it is soon to be developed as part of the new Shepherd Robson master plan. While the new scheme proposes a range of enterprise opportunities, it is inward-facing and its impact doesn't extend past its arbitrary boundary. We propose reimagining Crisp Street Market as the beating heart, the central location which enhances and connects to a network of hubs and social infrastructure. Through our engagement and consultation, the main outcomes stemmed from 3 pivotal meetings. These helped inform both our brief and design process for the DTT. The main comments from our chat with Julie from the Schwadinata Trust were:
by providing opportunities and spaces for people to meet in common neutral spaces is a real important part of the development that needs to take place, because people need to meet on common ground, really, in order for people to sort of find ways of connecting and building that solidarity. These services are vital for people's health and well-being, and having access to not just health but sort of leisure and well-being activities is really important. So having places where people can walk and get fresh air and have access to nature and be in more healthy environments, I would say, would be quite an important part of any of the ideas that you want to develop for people in the local area.
Our 2050 vision is achieved through incremental changes across time. We seek to create meaningful development in the short term, laying the foundations for more radical infrastructure in the long term. This can be mapped across time as a complex framework.
By 2025, the 20-hectare forest will start to be planted to resource our interventions. Due to technological advances in AV and electric cars, we have pedestrianised 8,500 metres of street. By 2030, over 32 hectares of productive landscape will have been created from the former underutilised public green space. Excavation has begun on the remaining spines in light of further sea level rising. By connecting to the existing water systems, we will create a new blue network through the heart of Poplar. By 2050, we expect a more extreme flooding scenario where the public realm has been compromised and pathways are introduced to allow for access. This includes the provision of 120 new bridges.
In preparation for rising sea levels, we propose excavating East India Dock Road and the A102 to form 5,000 metres of canals which can be used as transport infrastructure. The existing building fabric is extended and upgraded using timber from Poplar's forest, which is delivered by boat along the canal. Active frontages are proposed by introducing non-residential use at ground floor level, improving the public realm and enlivening the street space.
Our site interventions have been designed with flexibility in mind, ensuring they are applicable across the master plan. By 2050, these strategies will be widely adopted, mitigating the socio-economic and environmental pressures in Poplar. Garages present the opportunity to improve enterprise and employment in the area. By transforming the garages into small commercial units, local people are incentivized to start small businesses and create local jobs. These units could house various programs like delivery driver stations or as stores to service and maintain your bikes.
The retrofit of former pubs into community kitchens tackles a lack of social infrastructure. Openable facades and flexible street furniture allow the activities of the community kitchen to spill onto the street, enabling interactions between people. Hydroponic growing is used and food waste is converted into renewable energy. Residential buildings surrounding the kitchen will utilise their green space, providing additional food for the community kitchens and markets across Poplar. Rooftop extensions provide flexible communal spaces, creating further opportunities for social interaction.
Design proposals include utilising the green as a productive landscape and repurposing existing buildings. With adjacent poplar woodlands, local timber can be used to construct these interventions. The benefits of local planting will greatly reduce the embodied carbon and result in a net zero construction strategy and circular economy.
The following images show how the negative spaces in Poplar can be transformed on a range of scales by 2050. This is our vision for Poplar in 2050. We imagine tackling the climate crisis by bringing back ecology to the heart of urban areas. By creating long-term affordable housing in a circular economy climate, we create a destination for all people which can be applied to any city.